I don't know if there's ever been a more perfect listing showcase video than that, Jason. She basically hit everything we've ever talked about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Walkthrough, the most underrated valuable marketing show in real estate and podcast history. I'm Eric Simon, also known as the Broke Agent, and I am so glad to have my co-host Jason Cassity back. Jason, welcome back. You seem to be in some sort of hotel lobby right now. What are you doing?
In Washington, Alyssa Kernut, friend of the show, just had an event up here, and we spoke at that day to the hotel bar to grab a quiet spot to take this. So if you hear background music, that's the hotel lobby. Hence also the big my travel AirPods up here. But yeah, we're rocking. We're back in the groove.
I like it. It's kind of like some smooth jazz there in the background. I am also in a hotel. I'm at the Talking Stick Resort and Casino because we got BAM Camp 2025 coming up. So I'm already in Phoenix for this event, which was yesterday, depending on what time you watch this. So let's get straight into it. Jason, I have 6 videos from 6 real estate agents that I want to react to that everybody watching this can easily replicate and incorporate into their business and marketing. So the first one is from Shannon Gillette. Shannon's one of the most brilliant content creators in real estate right now. She's actually in Phoenix. I'll probably see her at BAM Camp, but she posted this amazing video that basically recapped what she did to get a listing sold.
This is how we marketed and sold a $1.4 million home in just 10 days in a buyer's market. When it comes to listing properties in this current market, marketing beyond the MLS isn't optional. It's everything. And for this home, we created a strategic YouTube video that highlighted not just the property, but the surrounding area too. We ran targeted ads to reach potential buyers and real estate agents, elevated the listing with Zillow Showcase for premium placement, and the Instagram reel had over 30,000 views. We also included a 3D tour so buyers could experience the home from anywhere in the world. And the sellers understood that this isn't the market to test high prices. So we priced it based on data, not feelings. From there, we captured the home with cinematic video, drone footage, and professional photography. We didn't just showcase the house, we showcased the lifestyle. Finally, we launched this across our private networks and global marketing platforms, connecting with serious, qualified buyers right away. In fact, there were 25 showings within the first few days. This home sold in just 10 days, proving that the right strategy attracts the right buyers, even in a buyer's market. If you want to be the first to know when new homes hit the market, comment VIP and I'll send you our private app.
So I don't know if there's ever been a more perfect listing showcase video than that, Jason. She basically hit everything we've ever talked about.
She crushed it. Yeah, Shannon's always doing a really good job, but she hit everything down to DM me the word. Obviously, that's like an ad for her versus the listing videos, right? She's like, here's how we did this. And she kind of pointed out what differentiates her from other people. But she does such good other content that she earned the right to throw that right hook. Like you can't do that every single post. That's a definite like ad right hook, but she does such a, like the great other content, like the $1.4 million listing video, that video once every 5 times, once every 10 times is a perfect right hook. But that video itself was, it's like straight out of walkthrough. She hit every single thing that she does really well, including DM me the word at the end. Great job, Shannon.
Absolutely. She also had the verbal hook, the text-based hook, 1.4 million in 10 days. Throughout the entire video, what people at home can replicate is the amount of proof over promise that she showed. She showed how many videos she got on the Instagram video. She showed her YouTube strategy. She showed that she was using Zillow Showcase, which I think was kind of a covert ad that she threw in there. But if you're a seller or you're a buyer watching that, you're like, oh my God, this agent has their systems completely dialed. And she had everything pop up visually, which I think is really important for agents if you're posting on Instagram to actually show what the stats are as they're popping up. All right, this next video is one of the funniest hooks that I've seen, showcasing basically this meth house.
Law, don't flee to Mexico. Flee to this amazing 1-bed, 1-bath home in the high desert. Batman doesn't go to Hemet, nor does he go to Oak Hills. The 1,500 square foot home offers plenty of space to let your paranoia run wild. This home is a perfectly equipped safe house on a 3.9 acre lot. So there's plenty of space to lay low and practice sick donuts in a stolen minivan. The chicken coop and container storage allow for true off-the-grid living. And for some reason, a boat. You're far away from any snitches, thanks to its middle of nowhere location. And while the views are breathtaking, you'll also have plenty of time to see anyone coming. The desert is a place that holds many secrets. It'll keep yours safe as well. Contact me to schedule a showing.
Okay, I love that video. I thought it was fantastic. How else are you selling a 1-bed, 1-bath in Hemet for $249,000? Like, it's got the visual hooks, it's got like the every 3 to 5 a joke or another hook, and she's just pretty funny in the delivery, you know, for some reason, about donuts and the thing. So I thought that was fantastic, especially considering what else are you going to do with that house, right? Like, she nailed it.
Yeah, I talked to Chris Benjamin about this a couple of weeks ago. We filmed a skit about it, actually, where I asked him, what do you do when you have a house that sucks? And he said to always talk about the surroundings or talk about the one selling point that house has. And the one selling point that that house has is the fact that it's completely isolated, which is perfect for drug dealers or anyone who just wants to get away and not be surrounded by anybody. So I thought that was brilliant. Shout out to her. That thing got 103,000 shares. And she did it in a classy way. It wasn't necessarily the, hey, I'm attacking the listing and this is a piece of crap, I hate everything about it. It was like, hey, this is kind of a funny house that I have here, and I'm going to give it the marketing that it deserves.
Correct. We talk about that all the time because all these people are coming on, like, doing shocking crap about the house or pushing the envelope with like sex and nudity and stuff like that. She just she had some edgy jokes in the sense that she was talking about, like, you know, hiding from the cops. Not edgy, but like, she did a great job making the funny, kind of pushing the envelope jokes without crossing the line into, like, you know, nudity or like insulting the house or something like that. So great job.
Exactly. All right, so here's a amazing hook from Chris Benjamin, and this is a new listing hook that everybody here watching can replicate.
Yo, Chris. Yeah. Can you keep a secret? Of course. I promise you won't tell anybody? Nobody, of course. All right. Our newest listing is in the top 100 places to live. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? No, Chris. Don't tell anybody.
So Chris is just the GOAT at capturing attention before you even know what the video is about. And we know that the algorithm today feeds entertainment. So if you're not hooking somebody in and it's just showing the property address, that never works anymore. So he incorporates this little joke at the beginning. You don't even know what you're watching for the first 20 seconds, except for the fact that it's funny that he's sprinting away. And then it's the covert listing video there.
But you still stick with it. You can tell he gets ideas from other Instagram reels and stuff like that, because he's probably trend jacking another video that did that. But Chris is the GOAT. He's the master when it comes to these hooks, these visual hooks, and like the insert joke in the first 10 seconds. Chris nails all these, and then like transitions right into the listing video.
Yeah, 100%. So moral of the story there is scroll Instagram reels and TikTok to get inspiration from other industries, and then use those as hooks for your listing videos. And by the way, you could probably replicate this video for a listing video as well. I'm sure Chris would be happy about it as long as you shot him a little bit of credit. All right, this next one is an 8-second B-roll video from Move Me to Tennessee, friend of the show, Marie Lee from Tennessee, that showcases kind of the community living of where she lives that you could do very easily.
Hey, girl.
So anyone can do this. Basically what you do if you are not watching, turn to YouTube or Spotify videos so you can actually see these videos. But what it says is at the beginning, what people think about when they think about Nashville, right? Or what you think when you think about San Diego, or what you think when you think about Tucson. So it's kind of the cliche image that everybody has about your city. And then it shows the beauty and the community afterwards. So it's 4 seconds at the beginning of the cliche and then 4 seconds of B-roll at the end. So what would that look like for San Diego?
I think I'd probably do the same thing. I mean, you could show the gas lamp, you could show the ballpark, you know what I mean? You could even show maybe, well, I would say beach life, but that's actually probably the second half of the video. But like, then you could also show maybe a contrast of country living. We have country living out in San Diego too. So you the whole gist of this, I've seen this done with other creators too, is you want to show the one thing that you think the city's about, and then the second half is basically the pivot of, oh no, we also have this too, right? So like whatever it is that your city's known for, show the first 4 seconds and then pivot into happy living on the second half.
Exactly. I think this works well for popular cities like Nashville or New York or Vegas, where if it was Vegas, you're thinking the Strip and gambling and casinos and nightclubs, but then it could cut to golf courses and the beautiful desert and the serenity and the isolation. And New York could cut to, I don't know what's outside the
No,
city, but I'm sure
I think
there's
that's
beautiful places as well.
I think the play there is to take a busy place, like you said, Boston, New York, Chicago, Vegas, and just show the downtown urban area for the first 4 seconds, and then pivot into the peaceful, quiet living.
You're going to be an agent that does stand out from the crowd. And if you want to continue along those lines, Reminder Media is a resource you have to check out. You get your own branded print and digital magazines, email newsletters, and social media content. Reminder delivers these resources to your contacts on autopilot, keeping you top of mind with your database. All you got to do is focus on your follow-up calls and watch referrals and repeat business come in. Use the link below to check out Reminder Media. Exactly. All right, so that's an easy, replicable reel from Reilly from Tennessee. That's B-roll. So just chop up a bunch of B-roll about the cliches of your city and then follow up with some country living. This post here by Tom Story is a static image post that I thought was really smart. It says the monthly cost of owning a home in Toronto over the last 20 years, and it has it 5 years separated from July 2005 to July 2025. Starting at $1,500, and then the monthly cost rose to $4,000 after 20 years. And it says based off the benchmark price, 5-year fixed rate at the time, 20% down, and a 25-year mortgage. So what this post does is it basically increases FOMO in buyers, right? If you are looking at this, you're thinking, oh my God, look at the price increase to own a home every 5 years. And I just thought it was a great way to show the data. And it just explains itself right there without saying like, this is why you should buy now. It's like, hey, here's the data. Take that with what you may, and you should probably make some moves here the next couple of years.
For sure. I think we've talked about these either in a carousel form or just but text-based posts should almost be one every 5th post now. Like it should be in your rotation of pitches, as you like to say, because they work really, really well, whether it be just a single one like this or a carousel of a story. But having it be text-based instead of video is a great off-speed pitch because these seem to work really, really well. And this one is a great one too because it shows the cost of waiting, so to speak.
Exactly. So if you are watching this, replicate this in your market. Just replace Toronto with your market and then do it every 5 years. It's a really simple post to format. Probably won't get amazing engagement, but at the same time, it's showing data and is going to cause that FOMO within your buyers. It's not something that's going to go completely viral, but it is a good off-speed pitch. This next video, Jason. Oh, go ahead.
No, that was it. I was saying, I was agreeing with that. Yeah, it's not going to have the virality of like a funny video, but it'll for the people who do read it, they'll remember it.
Yeah, exactly. So this next video might be the video of the year. This is an agent here in Scottsdale, and it might be up for a BAMI because this has gone completely viral in real estate. Posted it to BAM a couple of days ago. This guy's name is Michael Delana, and it's called If Real Estate Videos Were Honest.
Hi, I'm Mike Delana. This house behind me, it's not my listing, but I'm sure going to make it look like it is. In fact, this video isn't even about the house. It's about me. Well, a version of me that appeals to you. A version of me that strolls through the house aimlessly, caressing countertops as I walk by. A version of me that appears knowledgeable about all home-related things, even though I'm not. A version of me that doesn't look tired or hungover. Selling homes, negotiating contracts, these are things that I don't do. What I do is spend 70% of my time on social media, so you think that I sell a lot of homes. In fact, if you looked up my production, I've only sold 2 homes this year, but you'd never know that. And did I mention this listing isn't even mine? I should probably credit the actual listing agent, but I'm going to conveniently forget to do so. So when it's time to pick a realtor, the choice is clear. Do you want an overly salesy social media guru, or do you want a social media guru who's overly salesy?
It's so meta because he's making fun of himself at the same time, but it kind of calls attention to where we at today with real estate content, where we've posted a lot of these people, right? That make every listing video kind of about themselves, but at the same time, it gets crazy engagement. So maybe it does sell the listing, but it's also calling to attention of a lot of agents who have been in an uproar about these other agents saying, these people don't actually sell any houses, and that house might not even be their listing. So we need to have these people on the podcast, Jason, and get to the bottom of it.
I thought it was great. I think he does a great job, not like slamming people, right, making them feel dumb. He's just like, he's kind of self-deprecating it a little bit and like calling out everybody without calling out anybody. And so I can see why it went viral. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and it hits two audiences. It hits the real estate agent audience because other agents, of course, are going to share this and think it's hilarious. And then it hits clients who probably see the social media influencer content and think to themselves, oh yeah, maybe I am getting duped by a social media influencer. Maybe I should work with this guy that's calling them out, despite the fact that he is being an influencer. Because if you look at his other content, it's a lot of comedy content. So he's kind of talking about himself right there. I just thought it was really smart. All right, that is the walkthrough today. This was an episode that we had to pull together because we are both in hotel rooms, but that is 6 easily replicable posts. Jason, I'm pumped to see you at BAM Camp. I'm pumped to see Alyssa Kernut, who is giving a speech on hyperlocal content. I'm going to meet her in person for the
She might be around.
time.
She might be around here somewhere. I'll say what's up. I'll go say hi for you.
Tell her I say hello. I'll see her in 24 hours, and we'll see you next week on the walkthrough.
Bye, guys. See you Wednesday.